This is Cafe English from Venture English. Thanks for coming in. We'll be talking about topics that come up every day. Get your listening practice, new vocabulary, and even some useful idioms for your next conversation with friends or colleagues. Hi everyone, welcome to Cafe English. I'm Paul Preston. Thanks for joining me again this week. And this week I wanted to talk about a topic that has been really popular for the past several years in social media, on YouTube, etc. And maybe you've heard about it. It's called going off grid. Going off grid. What it means, well, it's kind of vague what it means actually, but the idea is you're sort of getting away from modern conveniences, modern society. The phrase comes from the idea that there's like an internet grid, the electricity grid, all this infrastructure that sort of keeps us tied together. And you go off grid means you don't have that. You don't have the electricity. You don't have the internet. No Wi-Fi. No way to sort of communicate with the outside world. You're just kind of in it for yourself. Well, that's the probably extreme example of off grid. But a lot of people have different levels. Even maybe somebody's going on vacation for a week and they'll say, I'll be off grid for a week. So obviously they're not going to go live with the bears, but maybe they're not going to be able to answer emails or something like that. So, off-grid could mean a wide variety of undefined things. But off-grid living has kind of taken off, I guess, in the YouTube world. And this is where people they go live in nature a little bit. Some of them build their own houses. They might build a log cabin or something in the woods. They kind of live on their own means. Some are close to town, so they can communicate in town. Obviously, they're not completely alone because they've got a YouTube channel, so they are communicating with the outside world. But this is a trend that's happening not only in the US, but there are people in Europe, there are people in Japan, in China, all over the world who are going off grid and recording their experiences. And it's interesting because these YouTube channels are really, really popular. There's a woman in China who does an off-grid YouTube channel where she creates a lot of traditional arts and crafts, makes all of her own types of food, lives kind of a slow life, and she's got millions of subscribers. There are people in Sweden who built a log cabin out in the woods and goes through the whole experience of building and living in a log cabin. In Canada, there's also some people. In the United States, there's a very famous woman who lives in I think Washington State in the wilderness, not too far out of town. And her off-grid is a little bit more connected to the world, but still kind of counts as an off-grid. There's some people in Alaska. There's some people all over the place who are sort of promoting this disconnected lifestyle. And I think that it's very interesting. It really shows sort of the push and pull of technology, of where culture and society are going. Some people really want to simplify their lives, and they believe going back to this sort of disconnected or unconnected lifestyle will simplify their lives. And, well, they're probably right. It probably is a lot simpler. But at the same time, of course, there are huge challenges to going off grid. I mentioned bears earlier. Yeah, well, of course, bears, wild animals, are going to come up when you live in the woods. Maybe not so wild animals, tamed animals even will be a bit of a problem. Getting places, Maybe you live in a very snowy place. Many times they do. Being able to find the fuel to heat their homes or to eat food, all of these are, of course, challenges that many of them face and also overcome in a lot of cases. So this creates very interesting YouTube TV, kind of a slice of someone's life who's doing something very different from maybe the viewers and many other people. So I think that this is a very fascinating world to observe, and maybe you want to subscribe to some off-grid YouTube channels and sort of see the lives of some of these people. It's very fascinating. You can catch it in many, many languages. Of course, I recommend watching the people who are speaking English because it's really a great way to practice English and learn something interesting and maybe even live a little bit of a different life for a few minutes as you watch some of these videos or these shows. There's one guy, very interesting guy. Lately, I've been watching him a lot. He bought a ghost town in California, in the mountains of California, in this, I believe, Sierra Nevada mountains. And it's an old mining town. And he went up there and he lives up in that ghost town by himself. Ghost town is a town that nobody lives in. People moved away years ago. Now, this is an old mining town, so he goes into the mines. He tries to repair some of the buildings and houses, and it's really kind of an interesting lifestyle that he's created for himself. I think he's been up there 2 years now, and you can watch that. There's many others that are different situations that I really kind of recommend. They're fun. They're fun to watch. Of course, I don't know which one of those are real and which ones are fake, honestly. But maybe it doesn't matter just to experience the magic of it all. So, well, that's what I wanted to talk about this week, a little off-grid living and watching off-grid living. And I hope that you enjoyed this week and that maybe inspires you to check out some other English YouTube channels, maybe some different topics. And I hope that this show and this channel is really kind of helping you develop your English skill. Let me know what topics you'd like to talk about. Let me know what would help you. How can Venture English help you speak and learn English better, practice English better? We're here to help you practice. So check out our other YouTube shows. Come to our website, VenturEnglish.com, become a member, and take advantage of some of our free resources. And we also have some courses you can take. We're trying to build that up as well. Have a look at our, have a listen to our podcast as well. 3-Minute English, where did that come from? And a few other things that you can experience as well from the website. So go to VenturEnglish.com. Thanks for joining me this week, and I hope I'll see you again next week on English Cafe. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, I just wanted to let you know real quick, maybe you have some concerns about how you're writing emails. We have a course for that at VenturEnglish.com. It's an email writing course. It goes through a lot of details about how to write emails and gives you a lot of advice about how to structure, how to use the right phrases and the right words, and also how to read emails that come to you. So check out that email course at VenturEnglish.com. If that's something that you think you can use, I think you'll enjoy it.
Hey, thanks for joining me this week at Cafe English. If you'd like some more English practice, why not check out some of the other programs on the Venture English channel? We feature coaching advice and study tips to improve your English. Don't forget to subscribe and come back often. You can also go to our webpage at VenturEnglish.com
Become a member for free and maybe even try some of our courses. At Venture English, our goal is to help you speak English better.